Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is a follow-up update on the situation in Nepal, which have devolved from just merely a protest. It has now become a full-fledged revolution. The whole country has went into flames, as you can see. No, this is basically their parliamentary house, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the federal parliament building. This is now in flames. This is not the only place that was burned down. A lot of government buildings, minister homes are all burned down. And before I go into it, I just want to address the previous video. The which I did was regarding the Israeli airstriking Qatar to hit Hamas leaders. It was breaking news when I reported it. There is not the information is not confirmed. Who has died, who has been taken out is not confirmed. Even right now, there is conflicting information coming out from different Arabs news medias. Hamas has said that the various top leaders are not killed, only the bodyguards. How the bodyguards are killed and the leaders are not killed, I have no freaking idea. The bomb was massive, but it was breaking news. I see people don't take things into context. It's very disappointing, which is why I don't like to do breaking news, because people like to use the benefit of hindsight to then criticize the report, which was exactly as per what I've shown you. All the sources are there. That was the latest information at the point of recording. So yeah. So coming back to this situation in Nepal. So you can see this is the storming of the parliament place. You can see a lot of people is going around. Big fires has already broke out, and yeah, it's a full-fledged revolution right now. It's probably the only protest against government and corrupt officials all around the world that actually resulted in a full-fledged revolution in recent times. I think except Bangladesh. Bangladesh also have a successful revolution, although not much news have come out of that place since. I think most of the other like protests, like let's say now in Indonesia, all this does not result in something so drastic. And so they have burned down the house of the Nepal's president, prime minister, and other ministers. The Kathmandu airport has stopped all operations as well. As you can see, these are I think some home of some other ministers, and on top of that, they also burned down the media house. The Kantipur publication, or one of the largest media house, has been burned down as well, which is very unusual if you ask me. Maybe the people don't like it because it's this publishing considered maybe government propagandas. I don't know. Nepal is really like the kind of like place where it's in the corner of a place of Asia where most people don't really care much unless they're going to climb the Mount Everest. So and then lynching. If you don't know what is lynching, mass people trying to beat a single person to deliver justice without a proper justice system and hearing. Lynching is happening, and the finance minister is allegedly getting chased across the street. There's another video showing him that he got his clothes stripped and then thrown into the river, and people are just bashing him all over the place. You can see. Don't want to show you too much later. YouTube don't like me. And yeah, so the as a result, right now the military has been deployed. So why the military was not deployed any earlier is also an interesting situation. But you can see the fire of the Parliament House is still burning, and the people is all along the streets. You can see all the car lights is all over the place. So it's total anarchy right now in Nepal. So I would say luckily there is military. So you can see that according to this post in Portuguese. So there are people also whose storms actually have rifles. So you can see this is very interesting. So how come they have rifle I have no idea. Is Nepal allowed to have weapons? So they have rifles, and this is very surprising to me. So for this situation, I'm not entirely sure what's the situation right now. I'll figure out more, and maybe another follow-up report regarding the Nepal situation to explain what are the factions that's right now in Nepal that is actually vying for power. So things is very, very weird right now in Nepal. And the military has begun to assume responsibility for law and order from 10 p.m. local time. And so you can see the fire is burning in many places. I think there will be a lot of collateral damage. I think some ministers may be living in certain condominiums and burning their own unit, burn down the whole building, and some other people lose their homes as well. So it's not. But the thing is, there's no longer any law and order. No, full anarchy is currently happening in Nepal. There is no law and order. In fact, there is images of police joining the protest as well. Some police officers with riot gear actually was joining the protest. They are also which is probably why the military is now deployed, because the police has lost its function. So according to RT, so there is this video that went viral. So this is the Nepali military that have captured a few people. So the one that I initially see, they say that these are protesters. However, according to RT regarding this kind of reporting unrelated to Russia tends to be very accurate. They say that this is actually the bank robbers that was caught attempting a heist, and the troops have actually captured them. So I think this story makes a lot more sense than say the military actually capture anyone that is on the street or in places that the military do not want them to be. So as far as I understand, the military has been deployed to secure vital government buildings at this moment. And so some skeptical people on Twitter is saying that are they going to take over power, the military? I think that's a high possibility that the military will take over power in order to facilitate a transfer of power or a new election. That is a very high possibility, because the entire government right now has been revolutioned. I don't think any politicians can now do anything for now. I think the military will assume power and then for a short moment before any form of proper democracy can be established. I think that is likely the direction. So revolution basically have happened in Nepal. And I want to show you this speech. So this speech by this youngster, he's a extremely crazy good orator. He speaks way better English than me. This happened in March, and he basically said a very fiery speech. I want you guys to listen in full yourself, and basically he basically passionately expressed the feelings of the youth of Nepal, and this guy actually is in the protest as well. He's there also, aura farming for the protesters. And I'm going to show you this speech first, and you guys have make your own judgment of what it is.
Today I stand here with the dream of building a new Nepal, with a fire of hope and passion burning within me. But my heart is heavy, because this dream seems to be slipping away. Rise and shines, futures of this upcoming imperial empire. I, Avishkar Raut, the head boy of this everlasting imperial institute, Holy Bell English Secondary School, welcomes you with open arms to our 24th annual program. I put myself before you this moment to shed light within your consciousness by piercing the dark nimbus that circles above you. I am present here today to immortalize a monumental change in the course of history. Nepal, our mother, this country gave us birth, nurtured us. But what did it ask in return? Just our honesty, our hard work, our contribution. But what are we doing? We are bounded by the chains of unemployment, fleeing abroad in search of opportunities. We are trapped by the selfish games of political parties. Corruption has woven a web that is extinguishing the light of our futures. Youth, rise! We are the torch bearers of change. If you do not raise our voices, who will? If you do not raise our voices, who will? If you do not build this nation, who will? We are the fire that will burn away the darkness. We are the storm that will sweep away injustice and bring prosperity.
He's exhausted. He put all
our ancestors shed their blood to give us this nation. We cannot sell it. We cannot lose it.
He wanted to cry.
We are the fire. We will burn every despair away. Now we must decide. Now we must decide. Will we drown in the darkness of despair or rise as the sun of hope? Will we change the fate of this nation or will we let it remain in shackles? King Birendra once said, even if I die, shall my country live on? All the youths, carry these words in your heart and engrave a monument of change in the course of history. Nepal is ours and its future is in our hands. Jai Yuva! Jai Nepal!
So this is known as the Jai Nepal speech. Yeah, very handsome guy. Very, very good orator. Maybe I should speak like this. And from now on, we shall be very passionate in the way we talk. And if I speak like this, clearly I'm running for politics. I'm not doing YouTube. It's really tiring to talk like this. And you can see that he's really exhausted because, you have to put a lot of heart in it. And yeah, he's at a protest, and he gotten a bit fatter. So he's out there, aura farming for the protesters. And
today I stand
yeah. Okay. Enough. You stand there. So yeah, who knows? I'm not sure how significant this secondary school is. Looks like he said that this is apparently this secondary school is an elite secondary school by the sound of it, and is a head student. So it's probably the head of some student council or something. But yeah, to making such a fiery speech, as if he's a politician, I think he's going to run the politics in the near future, I guess. Yeah, and who knows, what is the social media scene like in Nepal, that maybe this guy have inspired a lot of youth, taking action, and probably that's probably what happens, in the past few days, that the students had enough, and they feel like they need to protect their own interests, for their own future. And this video has 1 million views on X. So, and this is probably only this version that was posted by Incognito. So yeah, that is the sum up of the situation in Nepal thus far. Of course, this is a very macro view. There's a lot more nuances and a lot more details, and I think, from my understanding, RT and some other medias and also content creators, influencers, whatnot, they are now pushing the narrative that this is a regime change initiated or instigated by the West or by the United States. I have no idea. So and I don't pretend to know. Instead of all those people who always pretend to know that it's always the Americans' fault, it's always the CIA or the MI6 or whatnot. I think it's very negative to think in that sense, because it is an insult to the people of Nepal, or any country for that matter, as if they are all idiots and have no agency. People will risk their life because life really sucks and they want to change it. That's the main reason. Unless you're going to see, unless the protest is all done by people who all dress very well, look very well, looks like they're all having a good life. Yeah, like certain so-called European country in this place that have the same name as the American state, like, that kind of protest, a bit more sus, but like, yeah, we shall see. We shall see how this goes. But definitely this is a revolution already. This is a very extreme turn of events. I didn't expect this to be the case yesterday. I know the protest is bad, but I never expect this to turn into some kind of revolution. So, for all dictators and authoritarian regimes out there, don't shut off people's free speech. Shutting off social media have very, very bad, and not just social media, all communication apps, because they shut down WhatsApp as well. So, if you shut out all communications, the only way to communicate is to go out to the streets. And if everyone go out on the streets, there goes your regime. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next update.